Hello and welcome to the Tuesday live stream. So another day when we are going to build and maintain and extend our Agentic IDE. This is the application that you are looking at. For now, only one agent is working on the application, specifically on a bug related to modal windows. And it is currently compacting, but that's not the point. So, okay, it just finished. So, okay, let me remind you what we are working on recently. This is the Agentic IDE, the application that you are looking at now. And there are two main features that the application provides, and that is the agentic coding area and as well an option to work on your code manually or preview changes that are happening because of agents' work. And this is the editor area. You can switch between them like I'm doing it now, or as well you can split the view and then you have full overview over the work of your agents on the left side. You can add multiple of them. Let me demonstrate. So let me add two new just for testing purposes. We're gonna remove them after the demo, but that's how it looks. And as I said, you can switch easily between these two views. And we are doing our best to improve the application, to make it easier to use every day in developers' work. But not only developers. If you are not a developer, you can use the application to vibe code or vibe engineer your own project if you want. Let me remind you, at the moment, the application supports codex, claude, and the open code agent. So these three are predefined. If you would like to see more here, please let me know in the comments section. And you can as well join our Discord server. The link is in the description. Feel free to join. You can find me there. And if you have any questions related to the application or using agents during development, feel free to ask. Feel free to join us. There is a nice group of people that are willing as well to connect with you and maybe discuss some details around agentic coding. Okay, let me quickly share that we are live. Let me notify my friends on the Discord server. Okay, and let's take a look now. Let's take a look now at the okay, let's take a look at our board. So this is the board that we are using to track progress in the development of the Shikigami application. There is also another board for the Who is Out of Office project. This is an open source Symfony application that we worked on from time to time. And there is still a very important feature that I would like to ship there, but unfortunately currently all the effort is moved actually towards Shikigami. So in the manual verification, 4 things and this was released with the most recent version, that is the 41.1. Exactly as you can see here if you are a Mac user, then you can see for a version number in the top bar on the left side. If you use Linux version of the application, then it's gonna be on the bottom right corner. So there you can verify what version are you using, and these 4 things were shipped last time. So 3 fixes and 1 more small change, that is a visual indicator of a selected session. The application was tracking that internally, but now there is also a small blue line, an accent, color accent, that will let you know that currently selected session or not selected session is active. Okay, so let's take a look at the to-do list and the bugs list, because there was, I think, yeah, so global search improvement, I would like to do it today. We can also do some work around PHP LSP to add interface for interfaces and an annotation that a certain interface is used and how many uses there are, and then with a click on that annotation, you should be able to search for usages and then jump to classes that implements the interface. Okay, so these two, and yeah, jump to a line that I wanted as well. And favorite projects. Okay, so all these things are important, but let me put the interfaces on the top and then global search improvement. Okay, so this is the prio for today. I believe we won't have time to fix any bugs. Okay, so let's do it like this. That's the plan for today. And so there are 4 things. We've added 4 things into planning, and there is also one more that wasn't documented on our board, and that is the modal forms shared component. So a small refactor, because there are different modals in the application, like that one, like for predefined prompts, for databases connections, settings as well, right? So we want to have a single component and reuse it in as much places as possible, and that's exactly what the agent was working on. So that agent prepared the plan, and we're gonna run now a dedicated agent that will take care of the implementation. So let me start it now, and I'm gonna do it in a separated work tree. So modal forms shared component, and this is going to be it's going to be an implement agent, and I have a predefined configuration for implementer, and I use codex for that with GPT 5.6 Luna model and the medium effort. So that's what I do, and this is what works well so far for me, at least. If you have different experience, please let me know. You can, as I said, you can use the comments section, or as well you can join our Discord server, and then there we can chat a bit more about it. So my setup most of the time is a smart model that is a supervisor. In my case, this is Claude Code and Opus 5, and this is a preference. This isn't a sponsored video. And then an implementer, and that is more affordable model, GPT 5.6 Luna. So let's start it now. Okay, and it has a dedicated work tree. So and let me remind you one more time. So if you click on a new agent button, then at the lower part of it there is a switch where you can decide if you want to run a session in the current work tree, in the current root of the project, in the current project directory, or if you want to create a dedicated work tree. And that means that a copy of a code base will be done, and then the session will be initialized. The session that you are about to create will be initialized in that work tree, in the isolation. Very useful, especially if you work on features with multiple agents and you don't want them to get into conflicts. At least not for the time when they are working, because this is important. Okay, so we have it. Oh, hello chat. Hello chat. Let's go, yes. Let's do it. Okay, so let me ask the agent to remind me where the plan is located, and then we're gonna pass it to the implementer. So I'm working on my own side project, and this is the Agentic IDE. Let me share with you a link to the project. You can learn more there. Sorry, I'm gonna copy it. Okay, here is the website. Yeah, feel free to test it, and feel free to let me know what do you think. The application is for free and will be for free, because it may not be that obvious. So this is the thing that I'm just working on whenever I have some time, and I wanted to switch from a popular IDE, one of the popular IDEs that I was using every day for PHP development, and I switched to my own some time ago already. So there is a support for PHP code as well. So this is the PHP Symfony project that I've just opened. Okay, thank you. And I wish you too. Okay, not that one. Yeah, that one, sorry. So this is the open source project that I mentioned, and there is a support for the PHP language. Yeah, we still develop this, we make it better. See ya, yeah. And yeah, so as I said, the PHP LSP is in progress still. There is quite a lot of functionalities already, so you can jump around the code base with a CMD key or control key. If you work on Linux, then it's gonna be a control key. If you use Mac, like I am using, then you can use the CMD keyboard key. Okay, but that's not important for today, so let's move back to the Shikigami. And I'm gonna use a predefined prompt that I will pass to agent that will supervise the process. But you know what, let me start a dedicated session for that in the same work tree. Okay. Please remind me the name of a file where the plan is. Okay, so this is the plan. So before we hand off, let's ask supervisor to read the file and then to hand off the work. And that means as well that we can close that session. Okay, so now we have two sessions in the same work tree. Let's give the supervisor some time, and in the meantime I will start a session for another things. Okay, and that agent is going to work on interfaces implementations. So let's open an interface. Okay, so here is an example. This comes from the open source project that I mentioned. So this is an interface, and this is common that in some IDEs there is a small annotation provided on top of, like above the interface and the interface name line, above it with a small annotation how many implementations there is of that interface. And that's exactly what I would like to add to the PHP LSP component. So let's give the example. So X implementations, and that's exactly how we want it to have, something like this. And then you click on it, and once you click on it, there should be a list rendered, or a list of classes that implement that interface. So it's not an easy task. Not an easy task, but I'm pretty sure that our agent will be capable of preparing a plan for that. Okay, so now it's time for prompt. I want you to extend functionality of our PHP LSP component, and I want you to add above interface keyword in a PHP interface file a number of implementations for a certain interface. And we can start from a brainstorming session to clarify a few details. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's give it some time. And now the global search improvement. Let me show you how it looks now. So you can search within a file, that is obvious. You can search globally by Command-Shift-F. So let me do it one more time. Command-Shift-F, and that is going, this will take you to the left side of the editor panel, where the magnifying glass is, where you can type and look for things. But there is also a third way. So if you double click Shift, then you are starting looking for files. Actually, I should rename it. So this is a global files search improvement. Okay, I've renamed the ticket. Okay, so that's how it looks now, and I would like to improve it, especially the way how we present it. So on the left, I would like to add the icon. Let me take a screenshot and let's visualize it. Okay, so here I would see the icon. Let's imagine this is another item. Then here is a file name .php, for example, and then somewhere here could be a full, maybe not a full path, but this is going to be a relative path to a file. Okay, so something like this. Maybe the alignment could be to the right side of that, but that we can clarify later with an agent and the brainstorming session. But that's how I would see it. Yeah, structure like this. Let's also put a little description here, so a desired state of the list item. Yeah, so that's what we want. We are not happy, especially I am not happy with the results list at the moment. This is very poor. We have to make it more attractive to your eyes, and as well also restructure a bit, so the file name is the thing that I am looking for, so it should be on the next to the icon, and then the path is the thing that is the second important thing. So the first one is the file name. Okay, sorry, a short hydration break. Let's go back and let's start another session. So this is the global file search. Improvement. And now it's time for a prompt. I want you to improve the global file search component. I want you to update template component for each item. So on the left side, I want to see an icon related to the file extension, then a file name, and then on the right side with the right side alignment, the relative path to a file. And we can start from a brainstorming session to clarify a few things. And as well, we should, before we start implementing, before we create an implementation plan, I want you to spin up a localhost server and show us the design of this change. Okay, good. Okay, let's take a look at the awaiting input. So as you can see, there are a few states in which agents could be. So that is idling, so there is no glow effect. Then if an agent is working, then the glow effect comes to life, and it is a green glow that is dynamic. And another state would be awaiting for input, and that's exactly what these two agents in the second row, that's the state that they are in at the moment, and that's how it looks. So you won't lose any information if there is an input needed from your side, and that works for the Claude code agent and the codex agent. The open code is it's a bit poorer in this case, so don't be surprised, and we will work on the open code agent to extend this, to apply this functionality on the open code agent as well, but not at the moment. You have to be a little bit more patient, but for sure it will happen. Okay, let's take a look at the global search first. Okay, the directory only is fine, so there was a clarifying question about the relative path. Okay, let's keep it without the file name. If at some point we decide, or I decide, that this is a bit confusing, then we can edit. Yes, that's exactly. So agent reminded me as well that I wanted to change the search pattern. So if you how to structure the prompt. Well, this is a good question. I wanted to extend the search behavior or the search pattern that we use in the component. If users start typing capital letters, then we should look for files as well that matches camel case and naming convention to these capital letters, for example. And I'm gonna provide the example now. So if we type, for example, L R C, then it should catch leave request component PHP, or any different file, any other different file that could match that. So as well, LRC txt if there is any. That is my wish. If you understand it, then let's proceed. If not, then please ask clarifying questions. Okay, so now let's take a look at the interfaces. Okay, it would be nice to extend it as well, not only on interfaces, but as well on classes. And okay, so abstract classes, okay. And interface and abstract methods. Okay, let's submit that. This will make it even better. Okay, good. So the model forms are ready to be executed. So let me now give it a prompt from my predefined list. And now we can send, okay, let's wait a bit. We can send it, thanks to the forward functionality that is available in the application. You can send the last output of an agent to another one, and that's exactly what I will do now. So in the first row, we have 2 agents. And as I said at the beginning, or some time ago, that I would like to have here a configuration with 2 agents, a smart agent that will supervise the process, and then the cheaper model that will take care of the implementation. So I don't want to copy paste the content. So thanks to the forward functionality, that is the third icon button with an arrow, you can click on it, and thanks to that feature, I can send the last output to an agent that will take care of the implementation. So if you click on the arrow icon, first thing you have to do, you have to decide to what agent, which one you want to send it, and that is the implement one. Okay, then you can add an additional note on top of the message, on top of the output that you are about to send. I'm not gonna add anything because everything is already explained in the result of the supervisor work. So I'm just gonna hit send. Then the content was copied to the desired agent, and then all you have to do is really click the enter key on your keyboard, and it is submitted. And let me as well share with you that I am thinking about automated or semi-automate this process, but this is for the future. For now we are here, and there are still a few gaps to cover in the application or in the editor area, and as well bugs that might happen. And I see them, some of my testers see them as well. So for now, let's focus on this. And if you tried Shikigami, you can let me know in the comments section, or you can join the Discord server, and there is also a third option. You can find me on LinkedIn, but please put at least a note, a Shikigami in the note, or YouTube, or whatever that I would understand, thanks to that you know me from YouTube, because sometimes I receive some random invitations, and I don't really want to connect with people that only that are harvesting connections. Okay, good. So there is a first thing that is already in the development. Now it's time for the next topic from the to-do list. So let me start an agent, and that is also a thing that I really want to have and that is a favorite project. So an option to put a star or put a like a mark next to the recently opened workspaces or directories actually that then become workspaces. To put a star, maybe a different thing. We will think about it in a minute, but to mark something as a favorite, and then it should always be presented on the list in the new workspace component. I will show you the component in a minute, but let me first start a session. So favorite projects list, and as well the typical setup for me, which is for a supervisor role, and that is a Opus 5 High and a new dedicated worktree for it. And then what I was talking about, well, as you can see on the top, there are three tabs, 3 small cards, and these are workspaces. You can customize them as well if you want, so you can rename it. By default, that's the name of a directory. You can change the color, and you can as well change the emoji. And on the right side of this top bar, there is a plus icon. Once you click on it, a modal, a form will be rendered, and that's exactly the component that I was referring to. So somewhere here first should be an option to star a project or add it to a favorite. Once you edit it, it should be moved to a favorite directories or a favorite projects list. Okay, so let's start from prompt, then brainstorming, and then the design step. I want you to extend the welcome screen component, and I would like to add there a favorite projects list. So let's brainstorm about the idea, and I guess there should be an option to star one of the recent items, and once I star the item, it should be moved to the favorite projects list. If there is none, then we don't see this area. If there is any, or I will add one, the first one, then this section should be rendered right away, and this item should be moved to that list. Okay. Yeah, and regarding the interfaces, so we usually do follow the same flow with any new feature. That is that we keep it simple for now. Okay, that is some testing thing, I guess. Yeah, that agent wanted to execute end-to-end tests. Okay, I should be back live. I think now the stream is working again. Okay, so no more things for today, because we already have 4 of them. So I moved back the one of the cards to the to-do list again. Let's take a look at our agents. And I guess I forgot to mention, okay, before you prepare an implementation plan, I want you to spin up a localhost server and show us the design options for that change. Well, this is actually a good question. I guess for the favorites, maybe we should store them in the settings? Oh no, okay, let's add a favorites JSON. We can always merge, then in the future, if there will be a need for that, we can migrate and then store everything in a single file. Okay, and we have the first design option available, so let me share it with you. We can preview it, and this is the file search, how this could look like. And okay, I wanted to move the paths to the right side, but I think it is okay. It doesn't look good. So maybe let's take a look at the, so yeah, let's reject that, the first option right away. Let's take a look at the B and C options. Well, I guess B. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me type that, option B. And we also now have the favorite projects list. So this is how it could look like. So recents, that's what we have now. And the new section will be favorites. Side by side, well, I prefer stacked, I guess. Or maybe one list with favorites pinned to the top. Well, that also could work. That could work. And then we can rename recent to projects. Okay, let me take a look one more time how it looks. Well, I have a wide screen. If you would have a smaller screen, this is annoying. Yeah, for some reason Codex has issues with end-to-end tests. Maybe because this is a work tree. Okay, and doesn't matter. So this could be renamed to projects, and then once you click on a star, it should be pinned. Okay, maybe this is a better option actually. We can always split it later, and 2 columns, I started talking about it. So if you have a smaller screen, then these 2 columns would become less readable especially if you use longer names for your projects. So yeah, I'm gonna choose the option C. Option C. Hello chat. New faces here. Hello. Okay, you know what? I need to verify one more thing before I give the answer. I'm gonna ask it, please stop running end-to-end tests. Sorry, what do you mean? Okay, there's one more thing for the favorite projects list. You were asking about the subscription plans. Yeah, I am using the cheaper one here. I think this is $20. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, yeah. So I am using the cheaper one, but that is for the implementation, you know. So I also have a for the. Let me check. Yeah, so this is Plus. So this agent, actually, the one in the middle, this is Codex, and this is the cheaper plan, Plus. But for the Claude code, I have the Max plan, Max 5, because I delegate all the more complex thinking around implementation plans, around researching to the Claude code, and then the implementation is done by the cheaper models from Codex, from the OpenAI, and it works well. It works well. So you know, if you want to save some money, then yeah, having the cheaper subscription with Codex is totally fine. But then you have to prepare plans by yourself. Maybe with a different agent. Well, but Luna is, with the medium effort, it is doing great, I would say. I am happy with the results. Yeah. Yeah, it is good. It is good. And it's relatively fast. So the Claude code is very slow in comparison. If you compare it with the GPT 5.6, then Opus 5, it's very, yeah, it is very slow. It is good for complex tasks, as they said, but it is slow. Yeah. You mean the GPT? Yeah, this is true as well. That the result is good. Yeah. For that pricing. Yeah, you can even run it without any plan. But anyway, I always rather do this planning and then fixing planning and implementing steps. Maybe I could do it less often, but oh, thank you. Yeah, it is a more calm development. Thank you. So let me take a look now at the star behaves. What does it mean? No, I think it should be always visible. Always visible, and at the end. I like these directories icons. Yeah, actually. yeah, I am. It could be too much maybe for the live stream, but yes. Yeah, eating ramen and vibe coding. Yeah, vibe coding, vibe engineering, you name it. Okay, good. So now I want you to prepare the spec file. Okay, so we're gonna have a spec file for the global search. What about the interfaces? Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to ask the agent. I want to clarify one more thing. Could you please explain me in simple words the difference between option A and B? I am especially curious about the complexity and performance. Yeah, let me check what that is. So now this is the song name is yeah, laptop, agents, and ramen, and yeah, and we can stay here for the whole night or evening. It depends on where you live. Well, it's not. I'm not sure if this is on YouTube. So now it's this. And the previous one was. Yeah, that one. I think that's the one. No, I cannot stream from YouTube or any services like that. So I pay a subscription, a small fee, and that allows me to actually use some set of sounds. So I don't have a link, but I have a name. So just give me a few seconds. I will write it down for you. Yeah, so Isaku Kageyama, Sun City. So that's the one that we are listening to at the moment. And I think that's the one that you asked about. Okay, let's take a look at the clarification. You're welcome, and thank you for joining the live stream. It's always nice to have company. So you are from Japan. Or where are you from? Well, I think the option A. Yeah, I would take A as well. Because, well, we can spend a few more seconds. If you have a fast machine, you're not gonna even feel that. But parse everything, and then when you click on the usage number, then it's gonna be faster. Okay, then A, please. Okay, and we have a spec for the global file search. So let me now switch to the implementation plan creation phase, and we're gonna also run a review. Good, so now I want you to prepare an implementation plan, and please run code review and architecture review on that plan. Okay, good. And as well the modal forms shared component, the codex agent just finished the implementation. So let's now send it. Let's use the forward functionality and let's send it to the supervisor. But this time I'm gonna add a small note, so please review and prepare another handoff prompt if needed. it wasn't strictly required. I think the model is smart enough to understand that in case of an error, we are proceeding the same flow, with the same flow. But anyway, it's good to make it sure that we wanted to provide a prompt. Actually, let's give some more context to that answer, to the recent answer about the starting fresh. So the only way to move an item out from the project's favorite projects is to unstar it. So the star should be clickable in the recent. The behavior is I want to add it to favorites, and the same star, if it is in the favorites list item, then it should unstar or make it unfavorite, and not unfavorite. Should remove the favorite status of it. Okay, let's wait a few seconds. These are end-to-end tests. Okay, I guess the supervisor is running a set of tests. Let's give it some time. Okay, good. Finished. Okay, not yet. Okay, let's skip the manual process here, because I am not that really into Monaco developing the Monaco's related features, the development of them. So I'm gonna ask an agent to run a sub-agent that will verify the specification. This is good, and now I want you to prepare a spec file for that, and then I want you to run a reviewer on it with the Sonnet model. Okay, the spec is written, so now it's time for the implementation plan. Okay, good, so now I want you to prepare the implementation plan for that. Okay, so this is in progress. Okay, the model forms, this is in the review step. So the agent that was implementing that is idling, then the PHP interfaces. Then here it is going to do the spec review, global file search. This is the, okay, this one is running the reviews round on that plan, and then the favorite projects list. So we are getting closer and closer to prepare a plan. Yeah, it is writing a plan. Okay guys, this is over an hour of the stream. So let me wrap it up, yeah? Let me wrap it up. So, I am switching focus from the editor area. So there was one agent that was working on the editor area today, but let's now focus more on fixing smaller issues here and there, and as well improving the developer experience, like by adding the favorite projects, the global search improvement. This is what I needed as well, to switch from what I needed last week, for example, when I was looking for a certain file. Then it is much easier if you don't have to type the exact name of a file that you are looking for. So that's why the global file search improvement is so important to me. So I am happy that we finally started working on it. Then the interfaces and the usages for PHP, again, very useful thing, and I wanted to use it even today, but unfortunately it's not yet ready. But should be ready today, at least for the implementation, and then maybe if I will find some time, I will run as well an implementer that will take care of that. And then the refactoring for the modal forms, we want to have a shared component in the code base to reuse it across different views and different actions. That is the goal. again, to make the application easier to extend in the future and to maintain in the long run, because the idea is to switch completely from for me to switch completely, and also to provide an option to other developers and Vibe engineers, Vibe coders, and hobbyists that are working on their applications with multiple different agents. So let me remind you again one more time. For now, at the moment, the application supports 3 agents. That is the Claude code, the codex agent, and the open code agent. And with the open code agent, you are allowed to connect your local models to that agent, and as well you can use some free models that are available on the market, because the open code agent provides that option, and you can use it with the Shikigami as well. What else is included? Well, the notification system. So as you can see, the agent at the bottom right corner, that one is working and has the nice glow effect with an information that it is busy. Once it requires something from you, additional input, then it will switch to the yellow coloration, and also you should see a notification. You can work with multiple workspaces, like I am here, for example. So I have the Shikigami workspace and then 2 more, and each of these is fully operational, so you can switch to it, and it's waiting for your actions. You can start agents here as well. So let me start to test open code agents. Let's take a look, and yeah, you have it. You can switch models here. You can connect with your local models. If you have a llama on your network that is running on a different machine, then you can as well connect it to your open code agent and to the application. So, okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the likes, subscriptions, and comments. Next live stream probably in the next 2 days. Let's see. But for sure we will meet again this week. Don't forget to try the application. It is for free and will be for free. It is provided as a freemium software. It is in the beta phase, but it doesn't mean that once we switch to alpha, you will have to pay for it. That's not the case. So, that's it for today. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.